Hello, grease balls, and welcome to The Grease.
What's the grease, girl?
Where we overanalyze this week's episode of Canada's Drag Race versus the World, Season 2, Episode 3. I am Princess Capella, joined today by none other than Joshita. Can you believe it?
I cannot believe it. It is so outlandish.
How are you, my belle?
I'm good. I'm having a pet dander attack, but we're here. We're ready to kiki. We're ready to cut up.
Episode 3, right off the bat. The title of this episode, I don't know, is Glamourous Drag Queen Ball. Was this title written by AI?
I think potentially yes. And I think I was I pointed that out at one point after, I think it was during my rewatch. I was like, God, what a stupid title. And then, they even said it during the episode. It was the name of the challenge. And it was so strange.
I didn't realize it until I went to do my rewatch. And I was like, wait, this seems like something that was written as a placeholder. And then they forgot to write the real title.
Yeah, so it's ChatGPT spit it out.
Oh, if you are watching right now, please subscribe. And let us know in the comments if you want to fight.
Yeah.
We will fight you.
We sure will.
With our words.
Yeah, not physically. Let's not go there.
Last week, Kennedy wins the whole improv challenge, saves Miss Fiercelicious, and Tynomi and Lay Phil lip sync for their lives.
I was surprised about Kennedy saving Fierce. I did not think it was going to happen.
Yeah, I was really surprised too, because she doesn't seem like she likes Fiercelicious. I mean, in the confessionals, she's kind of reading her, saying that she's, she's a younger queen. She doesn't really get it yet. I guess I think she played it fair.
I think that's really the tea. I don't think it really mattered who it was. Kennedy was going to pick and play fair. So it just happened to be Fierce.
It is a new day in the workroom, and Miss Fiercelicious is ready to fist fight Tracy Melchior.
Oh my God. She is possessed, obsessed with this whole judging thing. She's got it out for Tracy in particular for this petulant comment.
I do love Miss Fiercelicious, and we've talked about this before, that her sort of weird, insane personality is one of the things that is very endearing in its own way. But this is getting a little bit, I don't know. It seems a little bit weird to me.
It's very, very pointed, and it's okay, yeah, the judges are gonna say shit that you're not a fan of, but you're not supposed to take it out on them.
Our mini challenge is a mocap session, reading lines for an animated show with the main character, Draggy, who is Grimace's brother in drag. AI generated, definitely.
Yeah.
And they have a little scene partner, Gaggy, who is just mentioned and we never even see a mock-up, and it's just a tennis ball.
We never saw anything of any of it.
I was kind of sitting there waiting, am I gonna see a rendering? And then I was like, wait, no, this is Canada. They don't have the budget for that.
Exactly.
Girl.
Yes. I was in the midst of watching it. I was like, they're not gonna post-production this. That's not gonna happen.
That would be such a fucking good main challenge, though. The logistics of it would be crazy, but
my eyes are fucking watering, dude.
Oh no, my belle.
It's the worst, my belle.
My belle.
My belle.
We are broken inside.
We're just stimming.
I'm gonna casually put on some deodorant.
Yeah.
Do you remember that TV show, that animated TV show that Rue made with Latrice and Bianca called Wasn't it called Drag Tots or something?
Yeah, Drag Tots. I never watched it because I was no, but yeah, I remember that being a thing.
Well, this is her now. Feel old yet?
Feel old yet? Yeah, that whole mini challenge was very strange.
And then they were they also cut to this overhead camera for the queens to kind of give face. Honestly, that on its own would be a really good mini challenge.
It was such a stupid thing though. I was what?
Just give the queens a GoPro?
Yeah, what is the point of this
God.
mini challenge? But the one thing I will say is the line where they were so I accepted it with gratitude. I was
yes. Oh my God.
Mother Melinda.
Virgilinas Mother is everywhere.
Yes, she is. I can't wait for her to come back.
I just saw a video of her singing.
Mother Verga?
She was kind of good.
We live.
Did you clock this? There was one queen that they did not show a single second of in this mini challenge.
Okay, wait, hold on, let me think.
Oh my god, did I notice something that you didn't notice?
Probably, because we saw Kennedy, we saw Alexis, we saw Fierce, we saw Lemon, we saw Eureka, Cheryl. We saw Cheryl.
Oh, we saw Cheryl.
Wait, I can't remember who's left now.
Who went home this week?
Oh, Tainomi.
Yeah, they did not show Tainomi at all.
T, what
That's so weird.
do you think happened?
Gay baby Jesus. Please somebody tell me why they did not show Tainomi's footage in this challenge. Please!
I know.
Can we get a production twink to let us know?
There's tea to be fucking drank.
Someone bring me that tea on Grubhub Premium.
Grubhub Preemies.
Deliver that to me.
I
Preemies.
did not mean to say preemie.
The one thing I also wanted to address is what the fuck is Eureka wearing like an old-timey toothache dressing for that you would see in a cartoon?
My note says, why the fuck is Eureka wearing a cast around her head like she has a 1950s toothache?
Oh my god!
Austin told me that it was like something about she had like facelift stuff done, so it was like,
Oh, he would know about facelifts.
yeah.
Shall we get on to the bois?
Yes, the Glamourous Drag Queen Ball.
Would you like to start us off with our first queen?
Up first, we're starting with Lemon and her AI, what is it called? AI?
Like AI generated queen?
Yeah, AI generated queen look. Right out the gate, I was like not sure what to expect from this category, but like once Lemon came out, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like that's kind of what it probably should be. And she did look like some of the images that you see that are made by AI that are like those fantasy, especially with the hair. It really looked like that.
Yeah, and it's all just kind of weird.
It kind of clocked it, and then the extra fingers and like the weird eyes. I was like, this is kind of cool.
The fingers were the one thing that I knew everybody was going to kind of gravitate towards because that's sort of the key hallmark that you look for. Well, I guess, but you know, the one thing everybody knows, I guess, to look for is that AI can't make fingers. She definitely did that the best, which sucks that she came out first because everybody else's finger mishaps were nowhere near as good as hers because it wasn't just a glove.
Yeah.
And she went all in with the makeup being kind of fucked up too.
It was like too big and her eyes were too small. It was kind of really good. Like I enjoyed it. I actually put Lemon in All Right Mama this week.
All right.
I have Lemon and Slayana.
Slayana all day.
Our next category for Miss Lemon is the Robots Rule the World. This look has come under some heat recently.
Yes.
But putting that aside, total stun. Nobody's worn something like this on the runway, really?
It's true.
Who cares where it's from?
Fierce made a huge deal about this being bought off Amazon or whatever, and like, what the fuck ever? Like you said, we haven't seen it before, and I thought it was really polished. Like, you couldn't tell, like, the only thing that I would say is maybe a titty.
A titty or, like, some wires or something to make it really read like robot.
Yeah.
But also, like, there's so much shit on Amazon, like, from Amazon on Drag Race that on last season of Canada, someone was wearing my goggles that are from Amazon.
Yes. Yes.
Like, come on now. And also, it was still $900 fucking dollars.
Dude, shit. Like, that's still expensive for something you're just gonna wear, but I really liked it. I thought she served it well on the runway. The tail looked really cool. All Right Mama again for me.
All right.
Also, All Right Mama.
All right.
Ba-bam, ba-bam.
Next category is Supermodels of the New World.
So when I first saw this, I was like, whatever. But like, the work that she did with the skirt part, I really appreciate in like looking at it again. I do think that it misses a little bit of the new world. I almost say like she should have done something a little bit futuristic, but then like everybody did that. I'm not sure where she could have gone.
Yeah.
I do really like this. This is a definite Grease for me.
Grease.
I have some thoughts and feelings and prayers about this category that we'll get into as time goes on. I don't want to blow my load on the first queen. This silhouette is very lemon. She wears a lot of that kind of, you know, collar neck piece with the titty boobs peeking out.
Titty boobs.
I loved that she kind of stuck her branding on it, that I recognized her silhouette. It is a little bit simple. The jewels themselves are like a little bit kind of clunky, I guess, but it is really pretty, and it kind of, in its own way, does read New World, I guess. Like, I don't know. I still like it. It's a Grease.
Grease.
Hi, Nomi Banks. Starting off with the AI Runway. I think that like a tearaway or something could have helped this.
Yeah, it was like a very, I don't even really know how it fit into AI. It was just like a weird visual sort of trick, but it wasn't even a trick. It was just like a shirt. I just felt like there wasn't a lot of effort.
Back when AI image generation was newer, if you had put like drag queen or even Tynomi Banks drag queen or something into like Dolly, I could see it maybe generating something that was like split apart like that, but that's because I'm a fucking nerd and I work in software development.
Right.
So I think, you know, most people wouldn't really connect the dots. They'd just be like, why are you wearing an ugly beach t-shirt? I did like the hair.
Yeah, the hair was good.
But anyway, this is my booger of the week and Drag Delusion.
Drag Delusion, girl.
Ooh, ouch. I have this one in Cut Your Wigs Up. I wasn't too harsh.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
Robot look. Her robot look was better than the first look, in my opinion. She was giving...
Oh, yeah.
She gave us real, like, robot movement. She was giving C3P ho. I really liked it. I have this one in But Is It Fashion?
But is it fashion?
I just thought it could have used a little bit of dragging up or something. It was a little like cosplay and it was like underdeveloped. So I do have this in Cut Your Wigs Up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
Maybe I'm a hater of Tynomi this week. I don't know. Supermodel of the New World. Her face was beautiful.
Yeah.
I really like the way that she's doing her makeup now. And I think just the green fabric would have been... Like, I really don't understand why she was so set on both of these ugly ass fabrics.
Yeah, I think the dress itself looks good. And I like
Yeah.
that she's got like the glove and then the one shoulder that's off. And I honestly, weirdly enough, I do think that the two fabrics like look okay together because like it sort of ties into the, like the mesh fabric ties into her hair a little bit, and I just think that it needed more craftsmanship in the actual knotting and placement and how it looked.
Because it was just sitting there.
It needed to be cleaner and tighter and more thought out. So it looked more messy in the end. I'm gonna nooch this.
I also think, you know, maybe the fashion of the New World is something we just don't understand. And maybe in that reality, this is a Grease. But for now, I'm sorry, it's a gross.
Gross.
Up next, we have Eureka. I just rewatched season 10, and I just keep like love when she did the makeover with Frankie Grande, and his name was Eureka.
Is that the one where they do the challenge where it's like the trade perfume thing and they're dressed up like guys?
Yes.
And Eureka has this fucking, when RuPaul's like, oh, do your voice deeper. And she goes, deeper like this.
Deeper
Oh
like
my
this.
fucking god. That's like one of the funniest fucking moments. Like that shit is like rent free in my mind.
Yes, BJ. Deeper like this. Eureka in this AI generated look is fucking snatched. Her body is amazing. The look did not really give me AI. Like, I guess like maybe a far call to it, but like it just didn't spark that in my mind at all. I actually have this in Cut Your Wigs Up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I do agree, like, the fit on this bodysuit was just heavenly.
Yeah.
So gorgeous. Balls, if the balls had been, like, different shapes, misshapen, melted, not looking, like, there was nothing, it wasn't off enough to really read AI, but I still have it in All Right Mama because it was just so.
All right.
Because it was so bodied.
And that's what I love about Eureka.
Opposite side of the spectrum, in my opinion. the robot runway look, bitch. She came out just as bodied as the first one. She had all this fucking embellishment. She had a cool fucking headpiece. I live for when queens do these types of looks that you may not necessarily think anybody's gonna do really well at, and then they just fucking go with it and kill it. Like, I love this. I have it in All Right Mama this week.
All right.
The big boopy robots.
The
Okay?
boobs.
The boobs.
They were
okay?
huge.
Yes, and this is what I want to see when I hear robot drag queen is big titty sex robot. That's all I want.
Ah,
And the silhouette was so fucking good. I had this in Slayana.
Slayana all day.
killed. Yeah, this was a really amazing look.
For the New World look, I mean, she kind of turned that out.
Dude.
I was, again, the boobs looked so good with the ruching.
Yeah.
It was like a BBL on her tits. Like, it was so beautiful. I was actually stunned, and I think she probably maybe could have been in the top.
Grease.
I
A little.
I agree. Eureka really fucking pulled it out, and like I could have taken or left the face kini thing, but like I'm not mad at it or anything. Everything else looks really polished. Like this coppery tone, like she's still giving us Eureka with the loaf. Super grease on this one.
Grease.
The way you typed Fierce Alicia.
I always forget how to spell it. Alexis Mateo. The AI generated look, I actually really think the dress itself looks like AI generated, the way that it almost reads like hair. What I wasn't crazy about though was the actual hair and makeup.
Yes.
It really brought the look down for me. So I had the AI look overall in But Is It Fashion?
But is it fashion?
Dude, it was so weird to me. Like, I did think that it was like lightly AI, kind of like wind-swept hair dress. But then, like, from the neck up, I was like, is it the lights? What is going on? I feel like I've seen multiple queens this season that are like established queens that don't usually look the way that I'm seeing them now. And it's like, what is going on? It was so unpolished, in my opinion. I actually haven't cut your wigs off.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
Maybe it is the lights. Let's just say it's the lights and hope for the best.
And then for the robot runway, I do like this one better. I actually really like the whole, like, it's not a helmet, but like the whole, what do you call it?
It's like a headpiece or...
Yeah, like the headpiece covering. And then the shaping of it all was really interesting. I do think one or two of the like embellished big pieces could have come off and just been a little bit more like something up here maybe could have come off. But I still really like it. I like the colors on it. I've got it, but is it fashion?
But is it fashion?
I'm just kind of over this fabric. We have seen this, you know, multi-shimmer or multi-shift iridescent fabric so much, and I don't think it really reads as robot at all. I don't know. I still really liked this look. I loved the silhouette, but I do still have this also in But Is It Fashion?
But is it fashion?
So now we're kind of getting into my issue with futuristic runways is just everybody is like, oh, future equals silver.
Yeah.
I am over that. But
Grease.
I feel like from like titties down, there's no detail. Like you said, like it's a really well fitted garment. The dress looks like it's made for her. Like it looks good, and the shoulders do look good as well. I just am not a big fan of things that she has glued on her face, like the appliques. I'm just like, that's a little strange. And then yeah, like I said, it's kind of just like plain and simple from like the chest down. I'm gonna give this a light grease.
Grease.
Kennedy Davenport in her AI generated look, which I thought like it kind of was a little bit in the same vein as Lemons, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can see like how there's all like segmented colors in her body, different colored eyes. Like there was like enough there for me to be like, okay, yeah, that's it. I'm not mad at it or anything. It could definitely have looked aesthetically a little bit better. I still have it in, but is it fashion?
But is it fashion?
Cut your fucking wigs up.
The robot runway. It just, if this hadn't been only printed, it could have been cute. It kind of gives me the EXO, race from Destiny. But because it was just printed on fabric, I mean, this is the type of Amazon look we can read, I think. Because where's the detail? So this is a drag delusion.
Drag delusion, girl.
Okay, so I'm not sure I've ever seen Kennedy with blonde hair. I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I know that. Okay, so in my opinion, I could have taken the cape as it is, like the jacket cape thing as it is, if the bodysuit was something different, that wasn't a print, that wasn't so simple and store-bought like that. If she had done that with the bodysuit and like made something or like had something done that was like extra and like actually really cool, this would be probably at the top of my list. Kennedy,
it would be crazy.
Looks like probably some of the best I've ever seen her from the neck up here. I love her in this look. I've got it in, but is it fashion?
But is it fashion?
Okay.
And for the the last one.
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
Her body looks great.
She's bodied out for sure.
Otherwise, oh my gosh, something just like was flying, like a dust fairy or something. Filthy cum bubble. It doesn't read futuristic at all. I mean, hair bows were like tired, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just a nooch.
I would never even probably say, hey, futuristic, if I just saw this look on a runway. It's not terrible by any means, but yeah, it's a nooch.
Miss Fiercelicious, the AI generated category was so good.
Yes, bitch, it was amazing.
The patches of fur and like all the stuff that didn't exactly go together. The fringe, the multiple pupils. I mean, this was a Slayana in my book.
Slayana all day.
Dude, it was so good. I liked how she did like some fingers, I don't know if they were fingers or nails, but some of them were long and some of them were normal. And then the weird off textures and everything. I loved it. I've got it in All Right Mama. I was living. I would have thrown dollars.
All right.
The robot look.
The robot!
Come on. She looks like a Gundam. And the wings were like, they worked really well and they were snappy and they were like really fucking cool. And her little headpiece was spinning. Like,
it was so good.
I love when a queen like Fiercelicious goes all in on shit like this. I have this in Slayana this week.
Slayana all day.
Incredible, so well put together. It's like Mercy, Echo, and Farah from Overwatch all in one. It was like impeccable. The craftsmanship of all of that plastic together is crazy. Whoever made that, props to you, mama. Gold star of the week. Slayana also, forgot to say.
Slayana all day.
And supermodel of the new world. It was pretty if you don't look too closely. And I kind of liked that it had a vintage vibe. I liked that it was a different direction than everybody else went, because we're still doing a lot of vintage inspired fashion.
Yeah.
And there was definitely is a way to marry those two things together. I don't think it did that super well, but it was really pretty. So it's a Grease.
I'm actually like really, really impressed by her being able to construct this. There just needs to be like the future new world aspect put into it. I think if she would have done something like a bunch of shit hanging at the brim of the hat that made it look futuristic, like maybe chains or like, I don't know, like something, or on the boning of the dress, she could have put like fucking strips of light or literally just something more, and I understand that she didn't, because she had so much to do on her plate already.
Yeah.
This is an amazing look though. Like, she did a really great job, even though there are a few details here and there. Big fat grease.
Grease.
Yeah, I was proud of Fierce. Lastly, we have Cheryl with her AI generated look. I love this look. She had that, like, it was like the dress and then like a raincoat almost looking thing because it was like plasticky and see-through, but you could still see her silhouette through it, which was perfect. And then obviously like this super long, like fucking auto sales car balloon thing. Everything was really cool. It looked kind of weird when she was waving her arms around. I love the 60s vibe. I've got her in All Right Mama.
All right.
I did really like this look. It's really cute. The colors are much different than what everybody else was kind of going for. But I don't know if it really read AI other than like the arms. And I don't know necessarily that an AI would make that kind of decision. I mean, maybe it would. I'm sure somebody could find an example of it. I don't know. I have this in a But Is It Fashion?
But is it fashion?
Robots on the runway. It weirdly didn't fit.
Yes.
Like, it was kind of baggy. And from the neck down, because I liked the headpiece, but everything else, it was like my eyes didn't know where to look. There was something just like about the two tones together did not work. I just didn't know what I was looking at. So I have this in Cut Your Wigs Up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
You're right. It did not fit. It just looked like she borrowed it from like her older sister or something like that. That was like on Halloween. It looks like a Beetleborg. I don't know if you know that reference, but
I don't know what that is.
look up Beetleborgs. She looks like one. It was weird and clunky, and I have it in Cut Your Wigs Up as well.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
And then for the future runway, this is really too simple, in my opinion. I did kind of like the pigtails that she's got going on, the big huge
They were
ones.
too skinny though.
But this is probably one of the better looks that we've gotten from Cheryl in terms of the design challenges. However, I'm still going to give it a nooch.
I think that this outfit would be fine for like a girl group or like a pop star type T challenge.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a lot better than the other garments that she's made. Although I did kind of like her unconventional material glove dress. So I don't know. That brings my taste level into question. But yeah, it's just nooch area for me. Joshita, is this Discord call on our YouTube channel a safe space
What do you mean?
for me to complain about something?
Yes.
My issue with this entire runway is everyone took the future of drag or new world drag so literally, and everybody was like, oh, future metallic, like it's 1850 and we're in the steel age.
Yes.
Like, mama, no. And I would think the future even 20 years ago would have been plastic. And now it's like, what is it? Wood maybe? Because we have microplastic in our balls? Like, was so annoyed by the whole thing. And then why did nobody just dress like a drag king? Like, why was there
Oh
no
my
gender
god,
fuckery?
that would have been
Like,
amazing.
I was so waiting for somebody to do something that wasn't just, I'm gonna wear silver or I'm gonna dress like, a robot or whatever for the final runway. We needed LaFille for this challenge.
Dude, I feel like LaFille would have pulled out some really cool
Yes.
looks.
I think if anything, Brooke's outfit perfectly encapsulated what Supermodel of the New World should have been.
I actually fucking hated Brooke's look. I absolutely
Oh my
hated
God.
it. It's probably the worst I've seen
You're
her
fired.
on the show.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
It wasn't.
Oh my
It
God.
looked like a fucking Spanish dancer. It was
What's
like
wrong with
a
that?
weird.
Oh my god, you're racist.
No, like the animal,
Oh, okay.
like the underwater.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I hated
Can't
that.
can't stand you.
Anyways, ugly green wig.
Our tops are Alexis Mateo, Lemon, and Miss Fiercelicious.
And I can't believe that Lemon is destroying the season so much.
I'm so happy about it.
Me too. I'm so excited. Also, we're halfway through.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was like making our tier list that there's so few queens already.
Yeah, there's only like 2 more wins to grab.
Our bottoms are Tynomi Banks Kennedy Davenport, and Cheryl.
Sharo.
Alexis wins the power of the Golden Beaver.
Yes.
And I'm happy for her. Like, she really has turned around her track record for these design challenges.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know if I necessarily agree.
I think Eureka should have been in the top, and I think Fierce probably should have won.
It could have, yeah, like Eureka, Lemon, Fierce. I don't know. It just felt weird. Like, I love Alexis, and I do think she did a great job, but like, ooh.
Maybe that wig looked better in person, that first wig.
Fierce was so fucking pressed when they
Oh my
left the
God.
main stage. She was like, to the point where she's like, I regret coming back. I was like, girl, come on.
And she was just in the top, and she's like, I'm ready to leave.
And fucking Eureka is like, I love you and we're really close, but bitch, shut the fuck up.
Even her bestie is like, shut up.
Bro, I do love that about Eureka, because she was like comfortable enough to be like, huh? Are you kidding me right now, you dumbass?
And Tainomi is full on, if I have to lip sync, I am ready to do so.
Yeah, Tainomi, like, she goes, oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm pissed and I'm ready to lip sync. It's like, well, you could at least try to squeeze out another episode and see if somebody would save ya.
Kennedy gets beaverized,
Beaverized.
and Cheryl and Tainomi lip sync to Avril Lavigne's What the Hell. This song is so bad.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely fucking hated it.
I was like, I can't believe I have to listen to this again. And then I'm gonna have to listen to it when I edit this video.
Yeah, I did not know it by the name of it, just like offhand. And then I was like, oh, it must be kind of like Girlfriend or whatever, like a poppy, zippy
Yeah.
one. And it was like, huh? This is such a weird lip sync choice.
What did they do to you, Avril?
And they both did all right. Like, neither of them did poorly, but like, Cheryl really had a good presence.
This is what Cheryl does, is that girl group fantasy.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna go up against her, you have to be ready to just set the whole stage on fire. And Tainomi, again, it just seemed like she wasn't unleashing fully. Like, I'm just spending the whole lip sync waiting for her to pop the fuck off.
No, and I kind of felt that way the same for the last one.
It was disappointing, but like, of course, Tainomi still did well.
Yeah. But she lost the lip sync.
But what the hell?
But what the hell? Avril Lavigne sent her home twice.
That's fucked up. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, she went home to Girlfriend.
You're right.
And it's like, oh my god, she's probably so fucking mad.
The trauma. She's gonna have trauma.
Next week, we get reading battles. Are you
Oh my
kidding
God.
me? I'm so fucking...
Lemon is going to win.
I'm so fucking excited. I'm so just like curious to see how it works, how it turns out. I just can't wait.
They teased Snatch Game the Rusical in the teaser for this, and we still haven't seen that yet. So,
Mama.
holy shit, I'm so fucking excited. Yeah, Lemon is going to win next week. Like, goodbye.
That's my prediction too. It's gonna be her or Kennedy. I feel like one of them is gonna. Since season 7, watching Kennedy, my opinion of her and my enjoyment of her has completely changed. I fucking love Kennedy, and it's mostly in the moments where she's not putting on for like performing. It's like the side moments, the backstage moments when she's just being Kennedy. I fucking
Yeah.
love her, and I hope she tears this up.
Joshita, do you have anything else to say? Speak now or forever hold your grease.
We're just gonna have to be going into overdrive here soon because we have the Philippines coming up. We have Global All-Stars coming to swing by. We've got... Just stay tuned to Grease Arenas.
It's gonna be crazy. So if you have specific seasons you want us to cover, please let us know. We have some ideas we're probably gonna be trying out. So well, stay tuned and we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye!